Hi everyone. So in this video we are going to take a polynomial division problem and try to use the synthetic division method. So in the last video we looked at doing it with the long division method. So we already have our quotient, right? If we take x cubed minus 6x plus 20 and divide it by x minus 3, here's what you should get. So we're going to look at the synthetic division method and compare our answers just to make sure that we get the same thing. Okay, before we do this though, in order to use synthetic division, your divisor, right, which is what you're dividing by, so in this case x minus 3, you have to make sure that it is a first degree polynomial, meaning it is x to the first power, right, or any variable to the first power, and it also must have a coefficient of 1, meaning it has to be a 1x, right, not a 2x or 3x. So we have both of those qualifications here, so we can use synthetic division. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is take your divisor, which is x minus 3, and set that equal to 0 and solve. So if we add 3 to both sides, we get x equals 3, which is what we're going to need to use to start off our synthetic division. So you are going to try to leave yourself some room, write down a 3, and then kind of box it out, sort of like that. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is go back to our dividend, so x cubed minus 6x plus 20, and we are going to write down the coefficients of all the terms, right? So it's an x cubed term, so there should be something x cubed, x squared, x, and I'm going to put c for the constant. Okay, so the coefficient of the x cubed term is a 1. The coefficient of the x squared term, remember they skipped an x squared, right? There was no x squared term in it, but we can still list it as a 0, right? And we're going to need to in order to do this method. The x term had a coefficient of -6, and then the constant was a positive 20. All right, I'm going to erase all this extra stuff because we don't need it anymore. This is all we're going to need in order to do synthetic division. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is bring down the 1. Whoops. Put like an arrow here, and then we're going to put a big horizontal line. And I always like to even include the addition symbol so that we remember we're adding. And we're going to bring the 1 down. Okay, again, the beginning of this is really just procedural. So if you can set it up this way, now we begin. So now we're going to need to use multiplication and addition. So we need to multiply 3 times 1, which gives us 3. And that's going to go in the next spot. And then, like I said, by including the plus sign, we remember that we're adding here. So 0 plus 3, right? 0 plus 3 will give us an answer of 3. Okay, next one, we do 3 times our answer of 3, which would give us 9. That goes here. And again, we're adding. -6 plus 9 gives us a positive 3. And then our final multiplication, 3 times 3, again, gives us 9. We'll put that here. Adding 20 plus 9 gives us 29. Okay, and then similar to the way we started off, we're going to box off that last number of 29. A lot of times, the answer, the 29, will just be a 0, meaning you don't have a remainder. However, this results in a 29, meaning we do have a remainder. Okay, so the hard work is done. Now we just need to take our information here and rewrite it as our quotient. Okay, so we started with, and I erased it, but we started with x cubed, right? Which is why there were 4 numbers here. X cubed, x squared, x, and constant. So here, there are only 3. So instead of being x cubed, it's just going to be x squared. So the first term gives us a 1x squared. The second number tells us that our second term is positive 3x. And then the third term tells us that we have a positive 3 as our constant. I can erase the 1 out front because we don't really need that. And then once again, we have this remainder. So we need to say plus 29 over our divisor, which we started with was x minus 3. So all over x minus 3. So again, same exact answer as when we did it with the long division method, but this is a different approach. But again, it only works if your divisor is a first degree with a coefficient of 1. You need to make sure you have those conditions before you can use synthetic division.